The fish around here are too fast. Must be the water.
Sounds like a skill issue to me. If you'd like to go somewhere
Oof,
else,
roasted! Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Legend of Heroes, Tales of Cold Steel, Northern War, Episode 9. Episode 8 left us off with a big cliffhanger, having just seen Glark, the Lightning Lord, himself, murdered. Or, well, he just died on his own spit or something, but my point is that most likely he was murdered. But by who? We don't know. We found him dead, him and his dog, but by who? Baba who? Baba who? Baba who? Baba who? Baba who? Baba who? The most likely suspect? Jaina. But would Talion agree with it? We'll have to see. But yes, things seem to be amping up. Let's just get right into the episode. And there he is, dead.
It's Glark. Who would do this?
This can't be it. Even if the world
Wait, he's still alive?
down, I won't stop. I'm so close to achieving my goal. All the power in the world at my fingertips, while the people of Sumeria bow down before me. I was so close. It can't end like this.
Hear that? Glark has shown us his true colors. This man we've wasted so much time worshipping is nothing but a maniac who's obsessed with power.
When you look at me, know that you're peering into your own future. You and I both carry this burden, the curse of a hero.
Well, he's dead now. I mean, he has to be dead at this point, right? I refuse to be yanked around. I refuse to have my chain yanked like this, where they constantly keep showing us, oh, he supposedly is dead. Oh, he supposedly died. In reality, he just passed out. He's dead, right? He's dead, right?
I would suggest none of you resist us. We would prefer civility, but we won't hesitate to use force if needed.
Oh, is that so? And what gives you the right to issue orders to the likes of us? So long as Master Glark lives, you have no power here, so watch
But
your
he doesn't.
tongue.
Oh, finally. He's dead.
Commander!
I mean, not that I wanted it to happen, I'm just saying that I don't like when people do the fake death thing.
Don't worry, Commander, we'll... What? No way. Hold on, he's dead? Did you kill him?
Quiet. Calm yourself.
No, I get it. You showed him divine justice. Finally. Finally!
That isn't what...
Go and tell the world. We're free from Glark's tyranny. Justice has been served and a new era has begun.
Sir!
No one would believe the truth after this, even if they were told. The story woven here in this room will become the new reality.
Commander, what would you like us to do about the girl? You little... Drop the weapon!
Get going. That's enough. It's finally over. The false legend put to rest.
Oh, he still has it. I would have 100% thought that Jaina killed him to get control of the archaisms.
Let go, Glark. It's over. You must know you're going to hell. Why else would you be trying to take your weapon with you?
What did you say? No, that can't be.
He killed Master Glark? Is Rogan insane? This country has no need for a withered hero anymore. Justice is on our side.
You utter fools.
Old Glark's luck has run out. End of the line. His fate is sealed and now he can't save us, and I doubt he ever could. He said everything we wanted to hear, and we ate it up without a second thought like mindless animals.
Well, he's not wrong.
I refuse to believe Master Glark is dead. Do you hear me? Master Glark is forever. He cannot die.
God.
Master Glark has been killed.
Simp much?
Confirmed? It is. The legislature has also fallen to Rogan and the radicals under his command. All areas are now under martial law.
I mean, what's Lavine's plan now? I guess she's on the run.
A symbol?
It's something we're sorely missing if Master Glark is truly dead. Without him, there's no one left to unite all the different factions. Our troops could rally if they only had a symbol to lead them. Have you maybe considered the hero's grandchild? Do we know where she is?
She hasn't turned up yet.
I want her in custody now. I know sooner.
Yeah, I suppose that is their only play at this point. You know, Glark made a big spiel, big grand entrance for the granddaughter of the hero, right? Though I don't think that was the idea. It was probably just to boost morale at the time, but now, honestly, they can use... but then... Realistically, would people still follow some random girl? I suppose she's not a random girl, but still.
Later,
I feel like
in...
it's a little much, it's a little bit hard to believe, or much to expect, that people would just follow this grandchild of this hero.
Commander! We've been completely surrounded! They managed to encircle the whole building!
Damn you, Rogan. You traitor. But I don't understand.
I guess Rogan is controlling the Archaisms now?
Under the complete control of Master Glark, are they not?
Yes, they were, but he doesn't have the device to control them anymore.
Front's no good, which means
I mean, that's the thing, right? I'm confused. I'm confused about Jaina. I assume she was the one who killed Glark, but like, she didn't take the device? I mean, she would have... She must have known that Rogan was going to take control, then killed Glark for some reason, and didn't take the device on purpose. For the device to end up in Rogan's hands, most likely. But what's the idea? Yeah, I would not be drinking in this location.
Even if I fall, I'll do what I must for North Ambria.
You're always like that. All or nothing. If you're going to fall, make sure you don't drag me down with you.
Is that you, Minx?
You've had too much to drink. Your back is wide open. I have a nice clear shot from here.
Is that a habit of yours? Shooting people in the back? I'm amazed you're still here. I was sure you would have joined the other side by now, or perhaps gotten yourself captured if that was more advantageous for you.
How rude. I've decided to take a neutral stance.
Doesn't neutral usually mean you shouldn't play both sides?
Drinking to his memory? I doubt he'd appreciate the gesture of being mourned by the man who killed him.
You think so? Power is a mother that gives birth to madness.
That's a good line. That is a good line.
Power is a mother that gives birth to madness. Glark might have had this country's best interest at heart once. He did sincerely dream of unifying Zemuria, after all. It was a beautiful ambition. Unfortunately for the rest of us, it just twisted into another means for him to try and prove his own greatness. What a fool he was.
Really? I think he was quite heroic. A hero must stand out from the crowd, and only grows grander with time. That was something he once said in a moment of vulnerability, a bitter complaint. And that's why he was forced to keep growing grander and grander no matter the cost. Until he burst, like he was under some kind of curse.
God damn. Jaina.
Then what exactly are you planning to do now? Don't tell me you think you can keep up this pretense of being neutral forever.
You're not so stubborn that you would turn away someone of value just because of some trivial personal feelings. All I want to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
What show?
You've just come into some momentous power, and I simply can't wait to see what you do with it.
You see? I fucking knew it. Jaina knew exactly what she was doing. Killed Glark, so that now Rogan would have the power over the Archaisms. But for what purpose? For what purpose? For what purpose is she doing this? She says that she wants to be a neutral party and just kind of see how things play out, but is that really the case? I don't know. I don't buy it. For some reason. I don't think... I mean, maybe? From my experience, there have been characters in all kinds of shows where very smart characters just kind of mess around because they're bored, but she doesn't strike me as that kind of character. I mean, maybe, but like, she doesn't give me the feeling of like, hey, she's kind of a little bit insane, super smart, but a little bit insane, and wants to just kind of see the world burn. She doesn't give me that feeling. She gives me the feeling of she's working for someone or with someone, and she's a very heavy plotting mastermind.
Well, he insisted that we wait idly and see, and extolled cooperation with other nations. What Clark was really planning was to slake his thirst for domination with meaningless aggression and war, sacrificing your lives for his gain. If I hadn't stopped the withered hero, North Ambria would have had no future. This choice I made and carried out after much anguish is the righteous will of our goddess Adios.
I mean, isn't that kind of contradictory? Clark said to wait and see, and now he's all of a sudden wanting war? Waiting and seeing is more of a defensive measure. If they attack us, then we'll go to war. We're not gonna attack them. That's not an action a war-hungry, like, despot would take, as far as I know anyway.
How does it look out there?
No go. They're all over the place, even the rear.
How about you?
I tried escaping through a thinly manned point, but those machines set their sights on me as soon as I got close to breaching the exit. There's no room for even an ant to crawl out.
I see. Sounds like we're all out of options right now. Unless we can do something about those archaisms.
No good either.
Hey, what are you doing up there? Why is the hero's grandchild acting like a squirrel?
Ivano, you're okay?
Well, of course I am. Things have gotten pretty interesting lately. Thrills, chills, suspense, I'd say every base is covered. I came really close to getting caught by their guards just now. But lucky for me, after one look at my face, they let me off the hook.
Your face?
You don't spend close to a decade becoming a veteran like me without making more than a few connections over the years.
I love how they, I love how they make this complete side character into like, oh, everyone knows my face, he says, while looking like every other soldier.
Are you serious about this attempt to sneak into the palace?
I have to find a way to get that archaism device back and out of Rogan's hands. If I can't, all of us are stuck.
You're as wild as ever. Well, probably not fast and wild, but you get my
I mean, but why though? I've seen scenarios and situations like this before, but a lot of the time, and I mean like almost all the time, they don't actually think of the future. Like this character, you know, Lavi, okay, she wants to go to the palace, get the device, right? But then what? Erebonia is still right over there. They're still coming this way. They're still gonna invade. What are you gonna do then? All Rogan is doing is wanting to fight back, I guess. Is that such a bad thing in your situation? Is the idea to get the device from Rogan and then surrender to Erebonia and not fight and cause needless death? Is that the point? Or is the point getting the device out of Rogan's hands because Rogan is like a extremist? You know, are you gonna use the device? I don't know. I don't think so. What if you destroy the device? Then you just have less firepower against Erebonia. Are you still gonna fight? I mean, even if you have these archaisms, you're probably still gonna lose. So it's like, what's the point of now going against Rogan and trying to get this device? Is Lavi gonna use it? To do what? Imperial capital Heimdall, Erebonian Empire. Ooh.
Here we go. The fish around here are too fast. Must be the water.
Sounds like a skill issue to me. If you
Oof. Oof. Roasted.
All I was looking to do was
fucking roasted.
And go ahead and drop the act. I know you're here to watch me. Seems like Scarecrow doesn't fully trust me yet, even after our little lunch date. You were watching us back then too, right?
When do you mean?
You know, the time Lavian got separated from us and ended up underground. You mentioned something about a doll. I'm sure you remember. So, this hero of the Empire, what's he really like?
I have no reason to tell you.
See? I knew you still saw me as the enemy.
No, that's not it.
So what's the problem then?
He likes fishing.
No kidding. Maybe he and I could get along. Is he a go-getter, overachiever, and all that jazz?
He's perfectly ordinary, though he does have an indecent side.
Indecent? Huh, you're pretty funny, do you know that? Anyway, is it really wise for the Empire to depend on an indecent guy to keep it safe?
I can't say. From my observations, it seems like he doesn't very much enjoy being a hero.
As far as heroes go, that's unheard of. But in a way, that might keep him sane.
Is that your opinion?
Honestly? Well, I mean, I don't know how it is in this universe, but a lot of the time, you'd be surprised. Heroes, well, the ones who actually are heroes don't want to be, or never intended to be. That's why a lot of the time, it's about, you know, the actions that you take rather than who you are. It's like Batman once said, right? Doesn't matter who you are underneath. It's what you do that defines you, right? And that's kind of how, you know, heroes are made. Heroes are made, not born.
It seems Haliask has been placed under martial law. The legislature was captured, and the Lightning Lord was...
He was killed, right? Pass me that. Hey, Scarecrow. What about the demand for reparations from North Ambria?
We refuse.
So they refused after all.
Everything is going as planned. It's just that now, we're dealing with the Aurora phenomenon instead.
It makes no difference who we're dealing with. Not for the Empire, nor those pulling the strings from the shadows.
We may very well have to vacate this fortress.
Right, Aurelia was in the vanguard, right?
There's no need for us to be hasty. We should allow the negotiations to play out. It creates a handy alibi to show neighboring countries.
An alibi?
Negotiations broke down even though we did everything we could. This farce is useful to us. In the end, it will help justify an invasion of North Ambria. We will simply head down the path laid out before us.
And who laid that path?
Stupid move. Maybe so.
Osborn.
Passed with legislative approval, which legitimizes it as North Ambria's official response, regardless of who made the official decision. I have a sinking suspicion, and I can only pray he's not preparing to lead North Ambria into Gehenna.
I think this is our chance. Let's sneak in while they celebrate.
Huh?
You did say you're...
Yeah, but like, what are you gonna do? At this point, damage has already been done. Erebonia is coming. He's on the horizon. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fight? Or are you gonna lay down and surrender? That's your two options. So Lavi going to get the device is more on the side of surrender, right? Because Rogan is intending to fight. I'm assuming anyway. Even though it is, in my opinion, a shitty idea. Like I said, like, you're just gonna lead your entire fucking nation into ruin. You're gonna fight, people are gonna die, and then you're gonna lose anyway. I guess you went out with pride because you were fighting for your country. Big whoop.
Yeah, maybe so, but this will definitely lead to war.
Even if it does, bring it on. We're the elite northern Jaegers, right? The world should know what we're capable of.
Ooh, I didn't even notice.
The world should know what we're capable of.
Lavian. I mean, she looking pretty nice in the maid outfit. Not gonna lie, it kind of fits. I don't know. Kind of fits. Looks kind of nice. I'm not gonna say anything weird because 15, right?
Excuse me, sir.
I think 15.
Well, well. Funny seeing you here. Was that getup Isaria's idea?
What's that matter? People need our help.
That isn't my concern. I'm a neutral party here. Which means I have no reason to tell them that you've snuck in here either. But that might change if I were to see you again. Why are you being so reckless? Is it because you're the hero's grandchild? Please don't tell me that's the case. You should be smarter than that. I don't know what you're trying to do all by yourself. But whatever it is, I pray that you don't dig your own grave. Because of who you are.
Hang on. Rogan wasn't the one who killed Clark. There's someone else that's pulling the strings.
Why are you telling me?
Well, I just thought that... I mean...
Rogan's room is on the 10th floor in the back. He should be attending a meeting right now. What other information could you possibly want? Now's not the time for needless distractions.
Why go to his room? It's not like Rogan would ever leave the device to lead all the archaisms in his room. He would have it on him at all times. It's small enough to put in your pocket. Like, he's never gonna leave it somewhere. And honestly, if he has, I call massive bullshit. The fuck is that?
A trap?
Where? The 10th floor!
Well, of course it would be a trap. There's no way that shit was in the fucking safe. No fucking way.
I've got nothing over here. Try going further in.
Talion. You wouldn't.
Over here! Don't let her get away!
Okay, hang on. First off, there. Hang on. First off, didn't he say he was a neutral party? Right? Like, why would he even, like, be here? Secondly, if he's working for Jaina, is Jaina helping Rogan now? I don't think she is. You know, I don't think Jaina is helping Rogan necessarily. And if he's working for Jaina, then and obviously Talion probably led her into that trap, or maybe he didn't. But let's be honest, here he's probably helping her out in some way. They're just making it look like, oh, Talion is betraying her. What a surprise. Let's be honest, he probably either shot her with some sort of tranquilizer or something, or probably didn't even shoot her or something. Just knocked her into the sewage. That's honestly worse than getting shot, but you know, we don't see any blood or anything. You know, I would call bullshit about how Talion even knew that she was here, but the real question is, did Lavian actually think that Rogan would hide the device in some sort of safe in his room? Why? Why would he ever do that? He himself is safer than an item that is inside a safe in his room. Like, if there's no way he would ever put the device to control all the archaisms in the fucking safe. He would have it on him at all times. How do I know this? Because that's what I would do. I also, honestly, I think they're making Tally, quote unquote, not caring. They want to show that he, like, has changed, I guess, and is now doing what he has to. But in reality, people don't change just like that. Which is why I am predicting, obviously, that didn't shoot her, or if he did shoot her, it was like a tranquilizer or something, and he's probably gonna carry her out to safety or something. Is he following Jaina's orders still? Is Jaina trying to, like, get Lavi somehow? Maybe even on her side somehow? There's so many, like, questions. There's so many questions that we don't have answers to. We had this long conversation with Jaina and Rogan, but, well, we didn't really get much from this. I assume Rogan knows that Jaina was the one who probably killed Clark, but we didn't really get a reason. I assume the reason was to just give Rogan the power over the archaisms. As for why, I still think that Jaina has some sort of motive, some sort of plan, some sort of agenda, but she made it seem like she just kind of, she's a neutral party who wants to just see what happens. I'm not really sure what Lavi thinks is going to happen when she gets her hands on the device to control the archaisms. I mean, what are you gonna do? Destroy the device? Control the archaisms yourself? To do what? Fight? If you're gonna fight the Erebonian Empire with the archaisms, like, why not just let Rogan do it? If you're not gonna fight, then are you trying to help the Erebonian Empire to get North Ambria to surrender quicker because they won't have the help of the Archaisms? You know, there's only two options here: surrender or fight, do or die. I mean, they won't die if they just surrender, but like, you get my point. As I said, it's do or don't do, right? And Lavi is actively working for the don't do side of things, the surrender side of things. But the question is she doing it because she realizes, hey, we have to surrender, otherwise we're gonna fucking die? Or is she doing it because she thinks that Rogan shouldn't have this power? You know, because we haven't seen Lavi think about this, I don't really know what her plan is. And honestly, that's about it. Things are still tense. We don't really know what Tally's, thought process is. Obviously, he didn't just shoot Lavi. They just made it look like he did. Obviously. The only thing that I didn't like about this episode was Lavi trying to, infiltrate the palace to get the device to control the Archaisms from Rogan. Her actually thinking that he would keep it in some sort of safe in his room. That's I feel like they made Lavi kind of stupid in this episode. I love this conversation between Rogan and Jaina, but yeah, I feel like Lavi's been kind of stupid recently. Not because of her character, but just the action she's taking. I think I would have preferred if, instead of Lavi trying to go and infiltrate the goddamn palace, they would have shown maybe Lavi in hiding in North Ambria, kind of maybe talking to some locals, and then kind of just trying to figure out what her next move is, what she should be doing. Because like I said, it's either surrender or fight, and I feel like she might figure that out, and she might think oh, we should fight because we don't want the Erebonian Empire to take us over. But then she sees the locals. She sees the children. She sees the children. She sees the locals. She sees her people and realizes she doesn't want to see these people die. But going to war with no hope of victory, you're sending these people to their deaths. For what reason? Because you're too prideful to surrender? You have no chance of winning, so maybe try to find another way. Either that or surrender. So, it would have been cool if she figured this out and was hey, I gotta go stop Rogan before he sends the entire country, entire nation into, as they said, Gehenna. That's about it for episode 9. Very tense episode, a lot of conversations happening. I guess we'll see in the next episode whether or not Tally has turned to the dark side. But for now, I hope you enjoyed episode 9 of The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel, Northern War. And I'll see you in episode 10 of The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel, Northern War.